The unspoken shift. Recognizing the signs of female infidelity. There's a moment we all experience, whether we admit it or not. A subtle shift. A quiet discomfort. A gut feeling that something is off. You can't explain it. You rationalize it, stress, fatigue, your own paranoia. But deep down, something has changed. The truth is, intuition often whispers long before reality shouts. In relationships, especially romantic ones, energy never lies. Words can be sweet, smiles can be faked, but presence, connection, loyalty, they're either felt or absent. And when a woman cheats, it's rarely about the physical act first. It's about the shift, in energy, in behavior, in emotional alignment. Let's not sugarcoat it. Infidelity isn't gender-bound. But society often views male betrayal as expected, while female betrayal is framed as a consequence. She must have been pushed to the edge. But the truth is more sobering. Betrayal, from anyone, is a choice. And that choice often leaves behind clues, subtle at first, undeniable in time. In this article, we'll dissect the 3 major signs that often precede or reveal female infidelity, not with judgment, but with clarity. Because if you're experiencing that silent ache, that unspoken distance, it's time to trust your awareness. S by SDAD. 1. Emotional detachment. The disappearing intimacy. The first sign is rarely obvious. It doesn't come with slammed doors or dramatic arguments. It comes in whispers, in silence, in empty conversations, where once she shared everything, her thoughts, frustrations, dreams, fears. Now you're met with, "I'm fine, it's nothing," and a distant smile. The emotional intimacy that once defined your relationship slowly dissolves. You're no longer the person she runs to with her thoughts. Someone else is listening now. This is the beginning of emotional infidelity, a deeper, quieter betrayal than physical cheating. Because when a woman opens her inner world to someone else, she begins to close it off to you. Her laughter is real, but only when she's texting him. Her excitement shows up, but only when he's mentioned. And she doesn't even realize it until it's too late. This isn't about conversations fading. It's about connection shifting. You feel it when her eyes don't light up for you. When she avoids vulnerability. When her presence feels like an echo, not a partnership. And worst of all, she might not see it as cheating. We're just friends. He gets me. But the emotional loyalty, the soul of the relationship, is already being rerouted. That space where you once lived. It's occupied now, quietly, secretly, powerfully. 1. Sudden privacy. The rise of secrecy. Everyone deserves privacy. But secrecy? That's different. And when the line between them blurs, it becomes a warning sign. You start noticing changes. Her phone is face down. Notifications disappear. Passwords change. She takes calls in the bathroom. Her smile while texting, gone. Replaced by a hidden screen in a guarded posture. When you ask, you're met with accusations. Why are you so insecure? Don't you trust me? But insecurity isn't your issue. Her secrecy is. And it's not just about the phone. It's her entire behavior. She's out more, dresses differently, wears a perfume you don't recognize. Her schedule shifts, and somehow, there's never space for you in it. A loyal woman doesn't require surveillance. Her consistency speaks louder than words. But when habits break without reason, and transparency fades into shadows, it's a sign. A sign that someone else is being prioritized. That parts of her life no longer belong to your shared world. Secrecy doesn't just create physical distance. Secrecy doesn't just create physical distance. It fractures trust, erodes connection, and leaves you guessing, doubting, shrinking. You start questioning your worth, not because you changed, but because she did. 1. Defensiveness or disinterest. The energetic withdrawal. This is the final stage, when even the performance begins to fail. Defensiveness. She might become defensive. Every question becomes an interrogation. Every concern turns into a fight. Somehow, you're the problem. You're too controlling. You're paranoid. You're overthinking. She projects, deflects, and distracts. But this isn't about protecting herself. It's about protecting the truth. And the more she hides, the louder the defensiveness becomes. Disinterest. Or worse, she doesn't fight at all. She becomes indifferent. No arguments. No passion. No effort. Just numbness. She stops asking how your day was. Stops touching you. Stops caring. This disinterest is cold, but devastating. It means she's no longer invested. Her emotional exit has already happened. Her body is present, but her soul is gone. The love you knew now feels transactional. Forced. Hollow. You try, more dates, more affection, deeper conversations. But everything falls flat, because someone else is giving her what you once did. Attention, excitement, validation. And once she's emotionally full elsewhere, you're just excess. What should you do? You don't beg. You don't chase. You don't shrink to fit the space she left behind. What you do is listen, not to her words, but to her actions. You observe. You reflect. You protect your peace. Because love should never feel like a competition. Loyalty should never require detective work. And presence should never feel like absence. You're not crazy. You're not clingy. You're not asking for too much. You're just asking the wrong person. Final truth. Pain is a teacher. When someone cheats, physically or emotionally, it's never about a single moment. It's about a pattern of decisions. And even if they try to justify it, the truth leaves evidence. In silence, in coldness, in withdrawal. And when you feel it, you must trust it. Because ignoring the signs doesn't save the relationship. It only delays the damage. Reclaim your worth. Real love doesn't require surveillance. It requires character. It requires presence. It requires truth. So if you're sitting in the quiet, wondering where the warmth went, don't beg for it back. Reclaim your dignity. Reclaim your standards. Reclaim your peace. Let go, not because you're weak, but because you finally know your worth. You deserve more than a half-love built on secrecy. You deserve loyalty without conditions. And most importantly, you deserve someone whose soul chooses you, every day, in every way, without question. Let your intuition speak. Let the silence confirm it. And when it's time, walk away with your head high and your heart intact. The ultimate lesson. Because love may hurt, but losing yourself hurts more.